but he let a forearm go at one of the other players as well. And there's some trash talk being talked down there. Good call, John Burton, settle things down. Yeah, fellas, you want to finish this game, really not a problem. We'll go home and have a beer. You guys want to scrap about it. This is not what the fans come to see. 18 on the shot clock. Darryl Johnson. A lot of flash cuts across the middle. A lot of screens. Boagni on the baseline turnaround. The trademark shot for Kerry Boagni, 23 points. Just behind Sean Griggs is a game high. Griggs has 25 to date. Darryl Johnson with another good fast break.
Otago's applying the press, and that was good patience by the Hawks then. They moved the ball around until they got the players out of position, took it down the middle and made the easy layup.
81-66. The Nuggets have gone cold. Denham's trying a two-pointer from outside, still physical inside, and Leonard King. 9 for King.
His body's going everywhere in there, so something's going on. So I think the owners of the team just might let them stay another night if they win the final. Perhaps they've got to drive home if they don't.
You're not telling me they're going to drive up there, are they? Byron Bertori off the glass. 8 points Byron. A lot of sub-rotation really from either side in the second half when they're playing percentage playoff basketball. Boagni makes the other. To give him 26 equal game high. Kerry Boagni, 26 points. Griggs finds King. King on the turnaround in the traffic, and Leonard King, nice. Good head and shoulders fake. Got the Hawks defense off its feet, waited for it to come down and went up again. Leonard King. Tyrone Brown trying showtime, no good. Darryl Johnson recovers for him. With that Hoopz, Darryl Johnson. 28 points. DJ. Game high now. Surpasses Boagni by 1. And if Finn gets the intercept, yep, that's right. And it's going to go to depth, and both sides really probably have about the same amount of depth. Leonard King, Sean Griggs gets 28 for the game now. You know, Auckland have been one of the best organised teams I've seen in the National League for some time. They 19 points, Glenn Denham. Too little, too late. The Jazz man fills up with a dunk. Just over a minute to go. And he knows.
And he's happy with that one.
He's on the way to yet another National League basketball final. The holder of 2 titles with the Saints in 87-88. Went to the finals in 91 with the Saints and finished second. Tyrone! It is showtime! 3-0 for DJ. Sean Griggs throws an alley-oop, won't go. Leonard King puts it back. DJ gets 30 points. Leonard King 17. And Leonard King is not 6'4". Tyrone Brown, a chance for a bit of showtime. Alley-oop off the glass. No, Willie Burton just plays it back quietly. 16 points, Burton, 24 seconds to go. Turnover. Willie and we go at a jump ball. 19 points, Willie Burton. 4 players in double figures for the Hawks. Good scoring. Mark Dickel dishes it off to Griggs. And Griggs drills it from the corner. 30 points for Griggs. That's it, 1 second to go. They've got to play it. The clock stopped. There's still a second to go. Kids running on the floor. Jazz man's trying to play the opposite of the Pied Piper and saying, don't follow me, just go and sit down again.
I thought he said something else there, actually.
Yeah, go line the Bears up. Inbound pass. The Jazz man says, we're on our way to the finals of 95. That's it from us here in Centennial Hall for tonight. 110-90.
$110-90 to Hawke's Bay, giving Otago a veritable thrashing in Napier. And we have our first finalist.
Yes, this is the first time a team from Napier is going to appear in a basketball National League final. And it's a tribute, I think, once again, to the way they've really melded together in the second half of the year. For Otago, hey, this is a body blow for every South Islander. The parochial South Island fans see their last hope crash out of the finals. But they did have a great season. Carl Dickel did wonders with the team, but in the end it wasn't enough.
Deciding our second finalist, it's the game between Auckland and the Wellington Saints. Here is just a taste of the action from game number 1. (94-82), the Stars pulling off a win in the Saints' home turf, and once again a situation where if the home team were going to win, it needed to be that first game.
It had to be on their home court. It had to be in Wellington, and in fact, I think the game was over at halftime when the Saints found themselves down by 15 points. That was a real psychological blow, I think, and they never recovered, Steve.
There are a couple of players that have played a major role in each team, or one player in particular from each team. It's a tale of two Kennys for the teams this season, the Stone Man from Auckland and Kenny McFadden, of course, the Mac Attack from the Saints.
Well, I think those two players epitomize the styles and really the present tense of both teams. We've got Kenny the present, Kenny Stone. He's in the prime of his game, Auckland in the prime of their game, and we got Kenny the past. Kenny McFadden has been a star for many years, but I think maybe the Saints are perhaps a little long in the tooth, a little bit slower than they used to. And perhaps that's the story, the past versus the present.
Well, let's check out game 2 now between the Saints and Auckland. Here are the starting lineups, including the Kennys from those two teams.
For the Stars, Pero Cameron, 6'7", starting at center. Kenny Stone, everybody's pick as most valuable player in the league at 6'7", and Ricky Struthers, standing 6'10". He plays at forward. The two guards are Ralph Lattimore, 6'3", and Adrian Boyd, 6'2". And for the Saints, this is a very experienced team led by Terrence Lewis, 6'3" at one guard, and at the other guard, ageless Kenny McFadden, 6'3". The big men inside, Peter Pokai standing 6'7", Angelo Hill 6'7", and Cy Bunton at 6'6".
Right NBL action, Auckland Caltech Stars and the Wellington Saints. Tip goes up and out of bounds. It'll be Saints ball. Our referees tonight are Keith Milligan and Donette Daly. I'm Tom Hyde. With me is Neil Stevens and our number cruncher, Dee Wallace. Neil, tell us about this when you saw the first game.
The Caltech Stars came out and played some excellent team basketball, and it was a case of a team playing a group of individuals in Wellington on Tuesday night. The team was the victor on the night, and I think you'll probably see that again here tonight. If the Saints can come out and play as a team, they will give the Stars a good run.
If the Saints can come out and play as a team, something we actually haven't seen from the Saints all year long. Auckland Caltech Stars on the offense. No score. We're in the first 30 seconds of play. There's Boyd to Ralph Lattimore. Lattimore 15 feet, yeah.
Ralph Lattimore was fairly quiet down in Wellington on Tuesday night, but he's come out here tonight looking to score points, and that's where he's quite effective.
2-0 our score. We're in the first minute of play. Wellington Saints, Caltech Stars. Kenny McFadden at the top for the Saints. Terry Lewis. Pokai off the glass. Nice hoop from Peter Pokai. Ties the score at 2 apiece. 18:45 left in the first half. Cameron making his second of 2 free throws, makes it 3-2 in favor of the Stars. Nice defense from Adrian Boyd. Intercept Lattimore with a tray. Yes, indeed. Ralph Lattimore with a tray, making it 6-2 in favor of Auckland. Have Angelo Hill for the Saints, Kenny McFadden, the great Kenny McFadden, Terrence Lewis, Angelo Hill. Mac attack from the corner. Lewis, yeah, nice shot. 8-4 in favor of the Stars, 17-14 on the clock.
Terrence Lewis doesn't miss many of those shots. You can look for him to take control of the game at some stage tonight, being Wellington's leading scorer. In the game on Tuesday night, he had 22 points, and I'm sure we'll see a repeat performance of that here tonight.
Barrow Cameron gets his own putback. Makes it 10-4 in favor of the Stars, and as Neil was indicating, the Stars winning it on Tuesday night in Wellington. Kenny McFadden at the top for the Saints, pulls up for the tray. Nope. Pokai the rebound. Lewis. Angelo Hill. The Mac attack to Pokai. Nice hoop from Peter Pokai, makes it 10-6. The Stars over the Saints with 15:40 left to play in the first half. Sprite NBL semifinal action from the ASB Stadium in Auckland. The second of a two-game series. The Stars winning the first. Here's Ralph Lattimore to Struther. Adrian Boyd.
Both teams time around a man-to-man defense. Adrian Boyd getting wide open there, his man losing him. There's Pero, he was quite confident the other night. Kenny Stone with a great follow for the Stones.
Nice follow through from Stone, makes it 12-6. Saints on attack. Kenny McFadden to Terrence Lewis from the corner. Yeah, nice shot. 5 points for Lewis tonight, makes it 12-11 now. Well, you couldn't have any greater competitors than the players who are on the floor for the Saints at the moment. Angelo Hill, Kenny McFadden, Terrence Lewis, Cy Button, Richard Sutherland. Look at that, 13 all our score, 11-20. Here's Button, nice try. Angelo Hill put back, yes indeed. Nice hoop, nice rebound from the A train, makes it 15-13. Saints in front by 2, 11 minutes to play first half. Mesritz inside, unusual for him. Now we got Parlane Hawia, yeah, oh wow, great hoop.
Spectacular play. Parlane, one of those young players who's come through this year for the Stars. Again, starting off with providing some tempo, a bit of impetus here for the Stars immediately when he stepped on the court.
Terrence Lewis replying for the Saints, makes it 17-15, favor of Wellington. 10:41 on the clock, and another whistle going against Auckland. Lewis again looking for the tray, and wow, silly turnover.
That was a silly turnover. He knew that the three-point line was there. He decided to step back beyond it, but unfortunately, he had already moved his pivot foot.
That's the one thing I think about the Saints, is great individual talent, but as a team, they really make some atrocious mistakes.
There are a lot of very talented players on the Saints team, and as we mentioned earlier, they're going to need to play together as a team here tonight to be able to beat the Stars.
Yeah, well, that's right, and there you see Adrian Boyd tying the score at 17 all. After that turnover from the Saints, Cy Button going to come back with a nice hoop to put the Saints back in front by 2 with 10 minutes to play in the first half. Parlane Hawia now for the Stars. Ralph Lattimore inside. McCullough can't hang on with it. The Mac attack to Sutherland. Yeah, nice grad. Yeah, nice leg.
Richard Sutherland's one of those young talented players who'd been around for a while. He's been playing second division recently. He's stepped back up for the Saints, and he's come on playing very well here tonight.
Hawia from the corner for Auckland. 17-21 now. Home team behind by 4. 9:30 left. Here's Lattimore. Nice glass. 7 points for Ralph Lattimore. McFadden off the glass. First basket for Kenny McFadden. The Mac attack tonight, 23-19. Saints in front, 9:10 left. Here's Lewis. Yep.
Terrence Lewis.
Leading scorer in tonight's game, Terrence Lewis with 9 points. 25-19, Saints in front by 6. And Neil, this is a bit of a surprise.
I don't think it's a surprise, Tom. The Saints are a very capable ball club. They've got some excellent players out there. They've come out and they know that they've got to play good basketball here tonight. They're scoring lots of early points. The Stars making lots of mistakes early.
Cy Button for the Saints. A much better crowd on hand tonight for this game rather than as we saw against the Taranaki BP Bears last week. In fact, parking was difficult to find outside the stadium tonight. Hawea going in nearly. Hey, yes, Carol Cameron there to put it back in, makes it 27-21. Saints in front by 6 with 7:22 left.
Even though the Stars have won a lot of their games this season, having only 3 losses so far, they have been in situations like this before, so it's not a new situation to them. We can expect them to hold their composure and hopefully come back from this. Shouldn't be that biased.
No, not biased at all. Good comment. The Stars certainly have been behind and in a situation like this before and come back. Angelo Hill picking up his second foul on the night. 27-23 our score, 6:45 left to play. Here's Parlane Hawea for the Stars. Lewis. 27-24. Saints in front by 3, 6:30 left to play in the first half. Terrence Lewis, Angelo Hill, Kenny McFadden. Pokai, nice pass to Button.
He'll go up and dunk that. Try.
Bit of a scramble underneath. It's Hawea coming up with it for Auckland. Penetrating pass doesn't go. He makes his own recovery. 27-24, Saints by 3, 6 minutes to play in the first half. Pero Cameron at the top for Auckland. Hawea. Struther. Nice defense from Cy Button. He's going to be away. Watch it.
I think you'll see quite a few of those tonight, even though he was wide open on the break there. Cy Button's been known to take it up in traffic and perform the same shot many times.
Good defense from Cy Button makes it 29-24. Saints by 5. 5:29 to play in the first half. Here's Kenny Stone, Rangi Kofi. Stone back door, not a good pass, but wow, 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 wow. Excellent hands and follow through. Boy, what more can you ask than that? 29-28 now, 1 point in it. Saints in front of the Stars with 4 minutes left to play. First half, Sprite NBL semifinal, second game of the best-of-3 series from the ASB Stadium in Auckland. Here's Button. Nope. Boyd with the rebound. Kenny Stone tries to dump it into Pero Cameron and throws it out of bounds instead.
Down the other end, we saw Peter Pokai posting up very strongly on offense with Kenny Stone, who looks very slight compared to Peter, playing defense on him. But at the end of the day, the tassel ended up in Kenny's favor with Peter Pokai ending up on the floor.
29-28 our score. Saints by a single point with 3:25 showing on the clock. First half. McFadden.
Kenny McFadden, a very dangerous player when left alone out beyond the three-point line.
And the Saints are back on offense with a 4-point lead and under 3 minutes to play in the first half. There's McFadden to Langston. Lewis. Some nice defense from Ricky Struther. Here he goes for the jam. Well, Neil, it's only 4 points, but you would have thought it was 400 given the crowd response to that one.
There's been some exciting plays here so far in the first half, Tom, and Ricky Struther capping off a fast break there with the slam dunk.
Adrian, Showtime Boyd, Kenny Stone. He took a step, no call. Pass back to McFadden. I think he was traveling anyway.
Yeah, I think he got lucky he didn't get called for a travelling call there, Tom. Richard Sutherland down the other end scores the easy 2 on the break. The Celtic Stars not doing a good job getting back on defensive transition. They'll have to watch out for that because the Saints are known to be a good fast-breaking team.
Stars are going to need a good second half because they're not having a great first half. Ralph Lattimore and Kenny Stone, look at that. Suddenly, wow, suddenly, let me eat my words. There's suddenly some life in the Stars in the first half yet with 1:30 to play. 34-32 our score, Saints in front of 2. And while there's suddenly some action at the Auckland Infield, I still don't think the Stars have had a good first half.
No, they haven't executed well on offense here in the first half. Their defensive pressure's been quite good, but I'm sure they'll be disappointed in the way they've been executing on offense, not scoring the easy baskets, not dominating the inside game like they have in the other encounters against the Saints this year.
Nice out-of-bounds play, but doesn't convert for Auckland. Kenny McFadden going in with a bit of a double pump. 7 points for McFadden tonight, 36-32. Saints in front by 4. We got a whistle. 37-35, 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5. This is our countdown to halftime. Bad pass from Lattimore. Look at that. They give away a hoop. Basket's got to count. Richard Strutherland makes it 39-35 at halftime. Our second half, Caltech Stars, Wellington Saints. I'm Tom Hyde with Neil Stevens and Dee Wallace. Referees are Donat Daly and Keith Milligan. Angelo Hill goes down on his bum. Bottom. 39-35. Saints in front by 4. We're in the first minute of play. Second half, the Mac attack. Bunton, Lewis, Pokai. Saints played with these 5 most of the game. Kenny Stone knocking it out of bounds. Saints ball. Adrian Boyd, yes! Adrian Boyd ties the score at 39 apiece. 17:30 left to play. Saints and Stars from the ASB Stadium at Selwyn College in Koi Marmar. Here's Adrian Boyd to put the Stars in front. 1-on-4. Struther. Knocked out of bounds by Cy Button. Tie score. 39-39, 17 minutes, 18 seconds left to play. Neil, relatively low-scoring game.
Yes, both teams are out there playing very physical, aggressive defense, and I think that's the reason why it's been a low-scoring game here so far, Tom, but also both teams not executing that well on offense. That's contributing as well. A great block by Cy Brunton there, again showing his athleticism, chasing the ball, unlucky not to recover it going out of bounds.
Well, some solid defense from Cy Bunton makes it still Auckland ball. 39-39. We're all tied up, deadlocked, in fact, with 17 minutes and 9 seconds showing on the clock.
Tom, we've just seen Carl Langston substitute in for Angelo Hill. He came on and contributed very well in the first half. We'll see whether or not he's able to do the same here in the second half with some key rebounds and some great defensive plays.
Harold Cameron can't make it go. Kenny Stone. Cameron going to try again. Baseline pass goes wild. Kenny McFadden on the break. McFadden heads up to Lewis. Terrence Lewis, left-handed lay-in. Nice play from the Saints. Makes it 41-39. Saints by 2. We got a whistle. Only 4 points for Kenny Stone in the first half. Nothing so far in the second half. 16:30 left to play. 41-39. Saints by 2. Adrian Boyd going to tie the score. Well, that's only 6 points for Adrian Showtime Boyd, but here he goes again, nearly. But it's a big 6 points. Certainly that last one ties the score, 41-all. 16 minutes to play. Kenny McFadden is down, recovers, double teaming, some hustle from the Stars. The Saints gonna, oh, look at that! Wow, Richard Sutherland.
I think Richard was too busy watching the scramble on the floor there and took his eyes off the ball and went through his legs out of bounds.
No kidding. Looks like Bill Buckner, Boston Red Sox first baseman World Series. There you are. three. Strother puts the Stars in front for the first time. Auckland Caltech Stars by a point with 15.5 minutes to play. Lattimore off the glass. Ralph Lattimore with a great 11 points in this game so far. Very tough, hard-fought 11 points. Kenny McFadden for the Saints. Richard Sutherland. 45-42, Stars by 3. Here's Lewis. Nope. Wow, there you go. Neil Stevens calling that one, saying Cy Button would dunk before the night's over, and there you had it. Pass from Adrian Boyd knocked away. Cy Button's follow-in jam makes it 45-44. Stars by a point, 14-54. Left to play in the game. Strother to Lattimore. Boyd. Cameron to the paint.
Cameron doing what he does best, facing up, taking his man to the hole strongly. We should expect to see more of that from Pero as he gains his confidence here in the second half. We didn't see enough of it, I think, from him in the first half there.
No, that's right, exactly right. Pero got a great hook shot. Now the Stars recover, looking to increase their lead to 5 points. 47-44, our score. Stars by 3. Here's Boyd. Nope. Cy Button with a high rebound. 14 minutes, 10 seconds left to play. Here's Kenny McFadden for the Saints. Terrence Lewis. Richard Sutherland. Button. Good defense from Kenny Stone.
The Stars have dropped back into that zone defense. Has caused other teams a lot of problems here, and they've created a few quick turnovers against the Saints here. I think you'll probably see them play a lot more of the zone in the second half.
47-44 our score. Caltech Stars by 3. 13 minutes, 47 seconds left to play in the game. The second game of a best-of-3 series. Sprite NBL semifinal. Oh, Leo, yeah. Ralph Lattimore coming up with a great hoop for the Stars, makes it 49-44. Good fall-away jump shot.
Yes, Ralph Lattimore, he's been successful with a couple of those shots here tonight. He's got his confidence and he's got his shot going. He's going to be taking that shot a lot more, I'm sure, here in the second half, Tom.
Sutherland from the corner. Yeah! A good hoop for Richard Sutherland, makes it 49-47 now. Saints hanging on. Stars in front by 2 with 13 minutes to play. Here's Pero Cameron. Adrian Boyd. Kenny Stone. Somebody got to take a shot. Lattimore. 9 seconds on the shot clock. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Lattimore. Yeah.
Boy, that was Ralph Lattimore with a very similar move to the one he executed well before. Again, hitting nothing but net.
51-47. Some nice offense finally coming from the Caltech Stars. Peter Pokai for the Saints. Wow. Pass too hard and Cy Button unable to hang on. Auckland ball. And with 12.5 minutes to play and the Stars leading by 4 points, 51-47, I thought we had a timeout.
I thought there was a timeout too there, Tom, but...
Good. I'm glad I'm not alone on that one.
The players are still on the floor playing basketball. The Saints coming down, the Stars coming down, running one of their set offensives here in the half court with a double stack low. Looking to get the ball inside to Steve McCulloch, who's posting up strong, but Ralph Lattimore says, I've scored a few driving to the basket. I'll look for it again.
Simon Mesritz and Angelo Hill now back. Nice defense from Button. Kenny Stone recovers, forces a half hook shot, and it doesn't go. Lewis. Wow, great shot. Terrence Lewis. A three-pointer from the corner makes it 51-50. Alain Hawia now. Stars on the run. Pero going to go for the tray. Wow.
As I mentioned earlier, Tom, Pero hit 4 or 5 of those on Tuesday night. He's quite confident shooting the ball from out there. It's good to see a big man who knows how to shoot the three-pointer.
57-51. Stars by 6, 9:48 left to play. McFadden to Lewis.
You don't want to leave Lewis alone out there. As we said earlier, he's quite a proficient three-point shooter.
And Ralph Lattimore comes up with it for the Stars. Kenny Stone. Here's Lattimore. Stone. A goaltending wasn't called.
No, that wasn't goaltending. I think he got that on the way up again. Spectacular play by Cy Brunner, but Kenny Stone recovers the ball for the easy two. The Saints lost track of the ball, and Kenny Stone was able to make the 2 points underneath the basket.
And the score 64-56 in favor of the Stars. Stars in possession. Hey, look at that. Seconds, a minute 11, a minute 10 to play.
Tom, we're now seeing desperation stuff from the Saints. They know that the game is almost out of their reach. There's just over a minute left to play. The Caltech Stars, on the other hand, they can feel the victory, sense the victory here. They're taking care of the ball, trying to use as much time as possible, let the clock run out, and they'll come away with the win here, taking the semi-finals against the Saints from Wellington.
45 seconds to play, 70-56. Here's Pero Cameron. Yeah.
Tom, that's the way things are going for Pero tonight. He's been able to make the shots. Fortunately for the Caltech Stars, a few of those shots have dropped, and it's given them now a 16-point lead. 8 here in the second half. Tom, that just goes to show the unselfishness of the Stars players, and that's one of the key factors here in the success of this season, is that each of those players has been out there playing for the other players on the court.